to talk to you now about placing the reed on the mouthpiece. I know you all have done this and you probably have taught it a million times over, but I thought just in case there are any variations that I use that could help you out, especially if you have beginners and you're teaching them to put the reed on the mouthpiece, then maybe you'll pick up a hint or two. I always start with the mouthpiece and attached to the instrument with the ligature already on. Have the students set, I'm going to sit back in the chair, have the students set the bell on the chair between their legs and hold the clarinet with their legs so they have both hands free. It's the best way to start, I think. It is really important that the student have the ligature on the mouthpiece. If the ligature is off and they try to set the reed on the mouthpiece and then put the ligature over the top, even the best of us will get bumped or not pay attention and hit the reed tip with the ligature and chip it or crack it. So I always begin with the ligature on the mouthpiece. Then since I have both hands free, I'm going to lift the ligature with my left hand, and I'm going to put the reed, flat part facing toward the window and the table, down through that big opening between the reed and the mouthpiece. And then I'm going to line up the tip of the reed with the curvature of the mouthpiece so that just a small black little bit of mouthpiece is showing above the reed. Then I'm going to bring the ligature down so that the top of it sits below the etched line on the mouthpiece and is only touching the bark of the reed. Then tighten the screw firmly and you're ready to go. It's also important that when the student is lining up the tip of the reed with the tip of the mouthpiece, that they pay attention to the evenness of the base of the reed on the table of the mouthpiece down at the bottom. I hold the ligature tight with my thumb, with my left thumb, and tighten the screw firmly. Ligatures will always tighten with the right hand going clockwise. They'll never tighten with the left hand. That's how you know if a ligature is a top screw or a bottom screw ligature. I'm going to show you now with the placement of a top screw ligature. Lift the ligature, slide the reed in, line the tip up, line the base up, pull the ligature down so it's only touching the bark, and the top of the ligature is below that cut line on the mouthpiece, and tighten both screws evenly. Since this is a 2-screw ligature, both screws will be tightened firmly and evenly. It's not true that one screw should be tighter than the other screw. And then I'm ready to go. So you can see that whether the ligature is a top screw or a bottom screw, I'm always tightening with my right hand.